I'm Lily Madsen.
I'm Brynna McGuire.
I'm Skye Davis.
And I'm Kara Richmond.
And we'll be talking about Sochi, Russia, and the Olympics.
Okay, so how's the weather here in Sochi?
The weather here in Sochi, Russia is about 12 degrees Celsius or 54 degrees Fahrenheit. There's 30% chance of rain and maybe some PM showers. The wind blows at a rate of 8 miles per hour throughout the day. The rest of the week runs almost the same through it. Temperature stays in the 10s or 50s, depending on your temperature wherever you live, with chances of rain ranging from 0 to 30%. Wind speed stays the same rate throughout the day or throughout the week, ranging from 5 to 8 miles per hour.
How is the weather affecting the Olympic sports?
This weather might seem great, but it's not as good as it seems when it comes to the Olympics. Russia has been suffering from a heat wave, and the ice and snow is slowly thawing. The athletes are able to wear sleeveless shirts, and people aren't the happiest about it. You sit outside in a t-shirt and shorts. That's not winter, said Christoph Summit of the Austrian biathlon team.
What landforms are here in Russia?
The landforms that can be found here are waterfalls, deserts, forests, plains, mountains, volcanoes, lakes, and rivers. The deepest lake in Russia is Lake Baikal, which is as deep as 1,642 meters or 5,387 feet. The tallest mountain is Mount Elbrus, which is 5,642 meters or 18,510 feet, which is located in the Ural Mountains.
How are mountains formed?
Mountains are formed when two tectonic plates, the two sublayers of Earth's crust, or like a sphere, that move, float, and sometimes fracture, collide together. Mountains are very important for the athletes when they train. Some athletes are training for hours a day just to get where they are now.
Michaela Schriffen is an 18-year-old alpine skier.
How many Olympics has she been to?
The 2014 Olympics is her first Olympics. Schriffen is the youngest American to win a World Cup title in any discipline and the first Salem champion since Tamara McKinney in 1983 through 84. Fourth youngest woman all time to win the Salem Globe and the sixth youngest woman to win any World Cup title in a season.
He was her coach.
Her dad, Jeff Schriffen, was her coach. And if that's not enough, she's the youngest man or woman Salem World Champion in U.S. history. Skier Michaela Schriffen was born on March 13, 1995 in Vail, Colorado. Her parents, Jeff and Aline, were both competitive skiers before turning to their medical careers.
How old was she when she learned to ski?
She learned to ski in her driveway at age 2. In 2013, Schriffen won the Salem Globe medal in the World Championships and became the youngest woman in 39 years to claim the season title in this discipline.
First off, ice dancing began as people trying to replicate ballroom dancing while on the ice. In the mid-1800s, people started trying out ice dancing. When ice dancing first began, partners had to stay held together and could not let go. Now skaters can't get more than an arm's length away from each other. Ice dancers also must dance to music that has a rhythm. First ever U.S. ice dancing Winter Olympic winners to win a gold medal were Charlie White and Merrill Davis. Merrill Davis was born on January 1st, 1987 in Royal Oak, Michigan, and her dance partner Charlie White was born on October 24th in that same year. Merrill was diagnosed with dyslexia when she was in the 3rd grade and had difficulties reading until she was in the 11th grade.
How old were they when they started skating?
Good question. Both Merrill and Charlie began skating at age 5 as single skaters.
How did Charlie and Merrill meet?
Well, when Merrill was 8, she began to start ice dancing, and when Charlie was 7, his coach told him to try ice dancing to smooth out his skating skills for hockey. In either 1997 or 1998, Merrill and Charlie were paired up with each other by their coach, Seth Chaffetz. They knew each other well because they grew up at least 10 minutes away from each other, and their parents were close friends.
What was the process of going to the Olympics?
Merrill and Charlie entered their first ever season. They won a silver medal at the Junior Olympics.
Did they ever encounter any obstacles on the way?
Well, they continued to go to competitions, and on the 2004 to 2005 season, they won 2 bronze medals. who had to back down from the competition after Charlie broke his ankle playing ice hockey. Later in 2006, they competed again at the NHK Trophy, and they were the first group to get all fours on their elements. The next year, they went to the 2007 U.S. Championships and won bronze medal, allowing them to go to the World Championships. Meryl and Charlie were the first ice dancing team to make it to the Junior Nationals to the World team since Tanith Belbin and Benjamin Augusto. When they tried out for the 2001 U.S. Championships, they got in 6th place as novices. They continued to compete in ice dancing competitions until their dream came true. Eventually made it to the 2010 Winter Olympic Games, where they won a silver medal in ice dancing. After more competitions and training, Meryl and Charlie made it to the Sochi Winter Olympics in 2014.
What were the scores?
After a spectacular performance, scores were announced, with Charlie and Meryl having a record score of 195.5 points. They took home the medal, the first U.S. gold medal in ice dancing.
How long have Meryl and Charlie been skating together?
Meryl and Charlie have been skating together for 17 years, making them the longest-lasting ice dancing team in the U.S. Now to Kara with sports.
Thank you, Skye. With a revolution on ice dancing, a new world record broke out with 27-year-old Meryl Davis and partner 26-year-old Charlie White.
But was it close?
Well, the duo performing to the music, My Fair Lady, scored a new world record of 116.63 points, beating the old record by 2.56 points. America had a 3/20th chance of winning in ice dancing, with Meryl Davis partnered with Charlie White, Madison Chalk with Evan Bates, and Maya Shabutiny with Alex Shabutiny. From silver to gold, the Canadian duo Tessa Virtue and Scott Meyer scored 114.66 points in the free dance, a season's best for them and a world record, but not able to hold on to it very long.
What was the difference between the scores?
Meryl and Charlie, skating last, were able to beat the Canadians by 1.97 points. Virtue and Meyer have said that Sochi would be their last Olympic Games. The duo won a gold medal at the Vancouver Games in 2010 and helped Canada to a silver in the team figure skating event earlier in these Games. Maybe next Winter Olympics, Meryl and Charlie will win another, while we say goodbye to Tessa and Scott. Great job to all Olympians that have competed this year in the Sochi Games. Thank you for watching Innovation News.